Hello everyone, how are you doing today? Today I'm here to tell you that Portuguese and Spanish language are not the same. And why am I telling you that? Because when I went out of Brazil for the very first time in my life, I thought it's gonna be very easy because I'm going to Argentina, and in Argentina they speak Spanish. In Brazil we speak Portuguese. I'm from Brazil. But then Portuguese and Spanish, they are similar, but at the same time they are very different when spoken. So when I got at the airport, at that time I had never been out of Brazil in my life. It was 2014. And I thought this is going to be very easy because if they speak slowly, I can understand everything. And it's kind of true because for Spanish native speakers, if they speak a little bit slowly, we can understand them, and vice versa. If we speak Portuguese slowly, some words it's possible to understand, but it's two different languages, right? So when I got there at Buenos Aires airport and those people came to talk to me, I was like, is this Spanish? This is Spanish. I thought it was easier. And I remember when I got at the airport, I went to the outside of the airport, and then I took a taxi, and then I was about to go to the hostel. So, and together with me there was two girls from Colombia, and in Colombia they also speak Spanish. So these girls, they were trying to make friendship, with me, and they, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Where are you from? I'm from Brazil. We are from Colombia. And until there, I was understanding them, when we were greeting each other. So after that, they started to speak very fast. They were talking to me very fast, and then I was looking to them like I could not understand them, and they were asking me questions, and I was just quiet because I could not understand them. And then that's when I realized that Portuguese and Spanish is similar. They are similar, but at the same time, they are very different. And I have been around some countries in the world, traveling around, and most people that I have met, they think that in Brazil we speak Spanish. But in Brazil, the language here is Portuguese. Our official language is Portuguese. And I thought it was very similar to Spanish until I went out of Brazil for the very first time. So if you're planning to come to Brazil and you think that everybody's gonna talk to you in Spanish, you are wrong. You better be aware of that, because here the language is Portuguese. Like I said, if we go to another country, Portuguese native speakers, if we go to countries that speak Spanish, if they speak to us slowly, we can understand, not that they are going to understand everything that they say, but it's possible to keep a communication. But then if they speak like normally, like I speak Portuguese normally when I'm with Brazilian people, it's hard for other people, Spanish speakers, native speakers, to understand us. And I decided to make this video because we Brazilians get asked a lot of times from many other nationalities that if in Brazil we speak Spanish, but we don't. And this experience of mine being in Argentina and trying to understand these people was so crazy and so cool at the same time, because it's very, and I come up with this subject here because it's very good for us to open up our minds and not to stereotype things, because just because we're in Latin America, it doesn't mean that everybody speaks the same language. Like we have countries here in South America that speaks English, Dutch, Spanish, Portuguese, what else? I think these four probably, as far as I know. If you know any other language that are spoken here, please let me know because I'm curious about languages. So yeah, I went to Buenos Aires and I was in the street, for the first time. I was listening to people very closely, trying to, okay, I'm gonna catch what they're gonna say here so that I can understand. And then in the second day, I was already familiar with the language and I was practicing with the people, with the locals. But yeah, I decided to do this video here telling you that if you are coming to Brazil thinking that people speak Spanish, we don't. But we can help you out, because Brazilians likes to help people. We are very warm people in terms of receiving people from other places. Brazil is a very friendly country. So even if we don't speak your language, we will try our best to help you out. But yeah, and I remember one day when I was in Sweden, we were in Stockholm, the city, I think it's the capital of Sweden, right? So I was there and I went to eat in hamburger. And then this guy who was selling me the hamburger, he asked me, when I was talking to him, he said, he noticed that my accent is different even in English for them. And then he asked me, where are you from? I said, I'm from Brazil. And he said, oh, good. And then, okay, I bought the hamburger and then I ate. No, I ate the hamburger and then after that I went to pay. And then when I paid him, he said, okay, muchas gracias. And in Spanish, muchas gracias means thank you. But in Portuguese, it's not like this. It's obrigado. That means thank you. So, yeah, not generalizing because not all the world think about that, and I would be very. I don't have this audacity to say that the world think that we speak Spanish because I don't know the whole world. But most parts of the most places that I have been, and in a lot of them, a lot of cultures that I have lived with, personally, they think that we speak Spanish, and I got asked if Brazil's capital is Buenos Aires. Brazil is in one country, and Argentina is another country, and Buenos Aires is the capital of Argentina. And yeah, but I love Spanish language. I love English language. English is the first language that I have learned after my mother language, that's Portuguese. And after that, I started practicing Spanish with songs, so I can communicate with in Spanish too. I can communicate better in English, but because of the songs, I can understand and communicate with people with Spanish. And I have learned both languages through music, listening to music and movies and everything like this. So I was coming here to this beautiful park today. I come here almost every day to take a walk. I came here in the morning, now it's the afternoon. It's a very beautiful day here today, as you can see. Very sunny, and this lagoon here, the water is so beautiful. I am just sitting here for a while, listening to the songs, to the birds. And when I was coming here, while I was walking towards this place, I was thinking, okay, I want to record a video, but I don't know what kind of subject that I'm going to be talking about. So I decided to talk about this subject. And yeah, Brazil is Portuguese language, official language. Here we have a lot of accents because Brazil is huge. It's a huge country. I am from the middle of Brazil, in the state called Goiás, middle of Brazil. Here, where I'm from in Brazil, in Goiás, it's famous for having the country music. Country music is very famous from coming from Goiás, the countryside of Brazil, the middle of Brazil. And here in Brazil, we have a lot of accents. If you go to Goiás, it's one accent. If you go to Rio de Janeiro, it's another accent. If you go to São Paulo, it's another accent, completely different. But at the same time, in the whole country, we speak Portuguese with different accents. And I love it. I love to travel around Brazil and to hear another people's accent. And also when I travel to another states of Brazil, another places, and people notice that my accent is different from their accent. So yeah, when I went to Buenos Aires and also to Chile, in Santiago de Chile, that's the capital of Chile. I had to pay attention very closely to the way people were speaking. Also, in every Spanish native speaker's country, I have to pay attention very closely because even Brazilians that I know, here in Brazil, I have heard from them that, oh, okay, you're going to Buenos Aires or you're going to this place so you can understand people, easily. But it doesn't work like this. There are words, in Spanish that you think it has the same meaning in Portuguese because they're similar, the same word, but the meanings are different, completely different. So that's why I say that traveling is so unique and so rich because you go to places and you experience things that are so nice, right? And for example, I have been in Bulgaria in 2017. I have been in Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria. And there is a fact about Bulgaria. I don't know if this is about Bulgaria itself or in Sofia, the city where I was, that at least in every place that I have been, just a minute, every place that I have been in my life, this means yes and this means no. But in Bulgaria, this is completely the opposite. This means yes and this means no. And I had difficult and hard times talking to some people over there because when I was trying to talk to them, everything that I was saying and vice versa, everything that they were saying, that they were talking to me, it was completely the opposite. So that's why I say that traveling is a rich experience. You learn a lot and you get out of your box. You see that there are a lot of different things in the world that you are used to when you are in your bubble, in your country, especially in your hometown, whatever you are from in this world. But traveling it's a unique experience, right? I think I'm in the shadow, right? Or not? Yay. Yeah, but I wanted to talk to you guys about this experience that I had in Argentina when I went there. Because it was so funny, you know, in the hotel when people they were trying to talk to me in the streets. I thought, no, Spanish and Portuguese, very easy. In the airport, I was acting kind of. People were talking to me. I was like, What are these people talking about? The first lady that talked to me at the airport, she was making me questions, and the only one I understood. Oops, sorry. The only one that I could understand when she talked to me for the first time, she said, Senor. And in Portuguese, it's the same, Senor, which means Mr. And then she said, Mr. blah, 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 very fast. And I was like, can you speak slowly a little bit? And then I learned how to say, can you speak slowly in Spanish? That is, por favor, habla despacio. ¿Puede hablar despacio? And it was also very funny because I went to take some food on the streets, like hot dog. And the only thing I was confident to say to talk to people about was buenos dias, like good morning. And then I said, hello, hola, buenos dias. And these people goes like, where are you from? Your accent is different. Oh, I'm from Brazil. Oh, but your Spanish, your Spanish is so good. How do you mean my Spanish is so good? I just said good morning in Spanish. But yeah, and also I like Argentina. People from Argentina, I think they are warm, like in terms of receiving people. This is my experience. I met a lot of good people over there while I was there, and yeah, I just wanted to share the story with you guys here, and I hope you like this video. And if you plan to come to Brazil, here it's Portuguese, okay? It's not Spanish. But don't worry, if you speak Spanish, we will make the best we can to help you out because Brazil is a very friendly country. And I'm not saying this because I am from here, because I have heard from other cultures how warm Brazilians are, that Brazilians like to hug a lot, and that's true. That we care about people, that we smile a lot, we laugh a lot. It's although we have a lot of problems like any other country in the world, because everywhere we go in this planet there are countries with bad parts and good parts, and Brazil is not different. We have our problems, we have our things here that are not the best, but we have wonderful things. And for me, one of the most wonderful things in Brazil, the nature here is stunning. A lot of places here from south to north to west and east. The nature here is stunning, and the way people treat other people, you know. This I love about my country. We are very warm people, you know, in terms of treating each other. We like to hug. We like to receive people. Everything it's like a big party, you know. I was watching a video. I don't remember who showed me this video or where I found this on YouTube, of people singing happy birthday in some countries. that's very different from the way we speak we sing happy birthday here in Brazil, because in Brazil it's very like exciting, like happy birthday, and we clap hands and we when sing very loud, and we have to show people that we are happy for their birthday, you know, and that's very true. I know that not only in Brazil but in many countries it can happen. But I saw a video in some country, I don't remember where, but it's part of the culture that people they were just sing the music but like normally. But in Brazil everything is like, ah, yeah, it's a birthday, happy birthday, I hope God bless you, I hope everything in your life. It's like they're reading a letter of happiness for you. And this is what I love the most about Brazil, the way we are warm to people. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I hope you like it. Have a good day, and God bless your life. And thank you for watching, and see you on the next video. Take care. Bye.